Hello, my name is Tom Stiles, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show number 386. And I've gotten a couple of inquiries about these two radios. This is the brand new Eaton Mini, and this is kind of its predecessor, which is the Grundig Mini 400. And I've gotten questions about, of these two, which one would I recommend? Well, the problem with recommendations is it really depends on what features you like in radios. So it's kind of a very individual thing. But anyway, I'm going to point out a couple of more things that are different between these two radios. Now, number one, this one now sells for $35, and number two, this one sells for about $20 or $22. So there's the price difference right there of about $14, $15. So that's one thing. This is the pouch that comes with the Eaton. It's just a Velcro cover pouch. It has no belt, loop, clip, anything on the back. So this is really what I would call just a storage pouch. Or if you're, putting this in your luggage, it would protect it inside your luggage. So it's not a carry-on your belt type pouch. So that's one thing. Here is the one that comes with the Grundig. The build, this is soft cloth like material, where this is the nylon type material. Again, it's a Velcro snap, but it has a belt loop. So, yeah, again, if you like to carry radios on your belt, this is the way to go as far as the pouch. So much for the pouches. Okay, some other things that I haven't mentioned on my previous shows, or I overlooked, is my previous show when I was doing some reception testing. I just realized, just kind of forgot about the Grundig 400 Mini, is that if you look on the back of this radio, it tells you the bands, and there's a shortwave 1, shortwave 2 band. And shortwave 1 goes from 5.90 to 10 megahertz. Shortwave 2 goes from 11.65 to 18 megahertz. So you just select either of those two bands. Now, when I was doing the reception testing of these two radios side by side, I had remembered that this has shortwave 1 and shortwave 2, but on this radio, it's not continuous. So this radio, shortwave 1 and shortwave 2, are broken into what I would call subbands. And as you're tuning it, once you reach the top of a subband, you have to push this button, these two buttons down here, to go to the next subband. So, and there are, for each SW1 and SW2, there are 4 subbands. So this is not continuous tuning. So you've got, number one, you got to select either shortwave 1 or shortwave 2, and then you have to select which subband. For me, that's kind of a nuisance, but hey, that's one of the trade-offs. So that's one of the differences. Of course, I mentioned that on this radio it has the hidden feature of scanning. So this, of course, the Grundig does not have that scanning feature. That's a biggie. The display on this radio, as far as being backlit, is not always on. Let me turn the light off for a second. See, there it's on, and after a few seconds, I don't remember exactly, if you haven't done anything like tuned or anything, it will automatically shut the backlight off, and you basically can't read the display because it's like gray on black, so you can't read it. So you have to turn that backlight on. By hitting any one of the keys, the backlight comes back on. A little bit of nuisance. One big thing is, let me turn it off. Okay, there is the clock. It's a nice little clock. But after so many seconds, it goes off. Now, I don't have the AC adapter, and I'm guessing that if you have the AC adapter, it will stay on. So if you want to have this as a clock on your desk or on beside your bed, keep in mind it's not displaying. There it went off. It's not displaying all the time. And you can actually, if you look real close, it's real light gray on black. So you can read it, but not very easily. You have to get a lot of ambient light on it to read it. Where this one is the old style LCD, and I'll turn it off, and there's the clock. Let me get the light, because this one wants ambient light, so I got to turn the ambient light back on. So there it is, and it's on all the time. So that's another difference. So those are just some things I wanted to bring up as far as differences. And so it really depends on what do you want out of a radio. This one gives you those extra functions, such as the scan through the bands, and you don't have to have all those sub bands like this one does. This one gives you the old style LCD display, which you can read if you got any ambient light. It does not have any backlight, so you will not be able to read this in darkness. So that's it. So anyway, just some more things to consider when trying to decide which of these two radios you want to buy. Again, this one's $35, and this one's about $20 or $22. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.